Thanks for downloading a 3CR podcast. 3CR is an independent community radio station based in Melbourne, Australia. We need your financial support to keep going. Go to www.3cr.org.au for more information and to donate online. Now stay tuned for your 3CR podcast.
We're putting up new buildings, we're knocking down the old. We're working in the summer heat and in the winter cold. And the labour power we sell, me boys, for a hard-earned weekly pay produces mighty profits for the greedy MBA. And whether we were born here or born in Italy, in Greece, in Spain or Ireland, in England or Fiji, we all of us are workers, united we must stand, until the wealthy bludgers have been driven from our land. We faced deregistration, it backfired in the face. We're not fooled by arbitration, we won't stay in our place. We hit the bosses hard and fast to win and keep our gains, and break a couple of concrete pours to back our log of claims. So keep your powder dry and hold your head up high. It's class to class and face to face, our limit is the sky. We've got a fighting history and we never will be cowed. Our builders' labour is a name to make a man feel proud.
And it's good morning from the Concrete Gang, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed every Sunday morning, 9:30 in the morning, 8:55 on your AM dial, the longest-running radio show in the world with some of the greatest stars in radio. And who aren't here today, and we've got these other knuckleheads here, and we've got Campo down the end.
Good morning, Gorilla.
Twinkle Toes in the middle.
Good morning, Gorilla. How are we?
Oh, very well. You're all fine fettle, eh, as the great man used to say, Camo?
100%, mate.
Oh, beautiful.
We're kicking goals.
It's Friday. It's a great day.
You just said it was Sunday a minute ago. There, so.
Did I? Sunday? Oh, well, whatever it is. Now, we've got a bit of information today because we had the stewards meeting during the week, and there was a good turn up at the stewards meeting, wasn't there?
Massive turnout. It was good.
And it's good to see him. What was the wash up of the stewards meeting? I couldn't make it. I was elsewhere. Well, we had the EBA, about the EBA rollout.
Yeah, obviously, Zach gave a report of where we're at with the union and quelled some, rumours in the industry really about administration and where we're at. So, and what our focus is going to be on the next 12 months. And the big thing for us is EBAs. That's where we're at, trying to chase down EBAs, and we've got to get them in. At the moment we've got members behind in pay increases and all that. Membership, that was a big. We've got to keep pushing and building the membership, which we did last time around. Also, I think the big one was the big campaign we're going to be launching, and we've talked about it before, is getting people back direct employed.
Yep.
We want people employed to the builders. You do all these EBAs and the builder employs no one. You know what I mean? So, and you don't want to be on labour hire on the job or anything like that. You want direct employed. You want good paying conditions. You want holiday pay. You want super. You want the whole bells and whistles. So. That was one of the big ones. Also, having a red hot, and the shoppies got put on notice, have a red hot, clean up the compliance.
100%.
A lot of subcontractors and that,
Oh, mate. And make sure what they're getting paid.
Getting paid. The big thing too is, super. You got the super guarantee. It's 280, but it's 11.5%. So it's what. If it goes over that, you
get more.
You get more. So making sure that's worked out,
and it's different for every individual.
And a lot of the subbies are messing it up because they've never had to deal with it before, but now you do. So, we're chasing that up and making sure everyone's getting their right whack.
And in reality, with the EBAs and stuff like that, they're obviously we're obviously pushing on, like steamrolling ahead, like we always do, and obviously we're getting resistance from the shonky builders out there and the subcontractors who don't want to sign it, you know what I mean? Because they think they've grown 10 feet tall overnight whenever we went into administration. Obviously, we haven't taken a step back. I think now they're obviously seeing it, that we're not the wounded animal that they think we are. But obviously we're not going to hold back. We're just going to keep going, striving to get more and more signed up. Now that I think the bottleneck in the Fair Work Commission starting to free up a bit. We're getting a little bit more leniency in there, but like, wouldn't say we're clean clear yet. We're still going though.
Well, I did set a few traps earlier. They keep changing the rules and making it harder and harder for us to get. But we've got, I think, over the top of that. And hopefully, we can get the EBA through a lot quicker. But we need everyone's support with that. We make sure the stewards out there are doing their jobs. And if you haven't got the new EBA, ring the office.
Ring the office.
And the reason also is that you know, these builders don't want to sign the EBA. And the reality of what they want is they want to be a managing contractors. They want to have zero workers with zero liability and everything on the subby. So if the subby goes broke, it's not their problem. They're just managing contractors. And so that's what direct employment and all is all about when we say that. We want to hold people to account with liability. And you know what I mean? Who's going to say they don't want a bit of security in their work, you know?
There's nothing worse, you know, like if you've ever had to work on labour hire, you get a week and then you get 2 weeks and then you get no weeks and then you get 1 day, 3 days.
Yeah.
You know, it's not good for your mental health. You don't know if you're coming or going, and no one wants to be working like that. And, you know, one of the big things too, we've got
insecurity.
Jobs, yeah, exactly, bro. And one of the big things at the moment, and if you've seen it in the media, Peter Dutton is, you know, he's fair dinkum about deregistering and doing all this stuff to us. And, you know, it looks like, you know, because Albanese's incompetent, he's going to win Parliament, you know what I mean? And what we're going to do when that comes around, because, you know.
It's even worse.
It's easier to say elbow.
Yeah.
So, you know, where we go with from there, you know, like Labor's done us no favours. They've sold us out. They've, like, we just saw what they did to the I think RP, what is it? What's the...
RBTU, up in Sydney, yeah.
Sydney, they had protective action, so that they've been lawfully voted to go on strike action, and the government, the Labor government, has removed it. So they took the workers' right to go on strike.
Yeah. So that's the only thing that they have is to withdraw their labour, to protest. And mind you, they've went through all the correct channels. Yeah. Did everything as per the Fair Work agreements, everything like that there. Then you have the Fair Work in there, it's meant to be the independent umpire. And they've completely just sided with the bosses.
Oh yeah,
and the RBTU and the rail workers up there haven't been unreasonable at all.
No, they're not asking for the Queen's ransom. No. And the thing it was given, the reason why was because it's hurting the company. Well, that's why you take protective action. Either sign the EBA or.
Yeah, and then they'll come out with all this shit about how the train drivers make this and train drivers do that there, and they'll be, you know what I mean? They'll be making them out to be the bad guys, a bit like the traffic controllers. Surely that story's ready to take another run. They use every 3 months. They give it a good hiding. Traffic controllers they earn X amount of money. How many times do they actually get a full week's work?
This is why we don't give him head.
Oh, get those headphones. He can hear himself now. But I'll tell you
what I was saying.
there wouldn't be a more stressful job than driving the train, because you don't hear about a lot of things, but a lot of people actually do jump in front of trains, you know. Oh. And I know a bloke that was a train driver, and he finished really because he just couldn't handle it. I mean, you can't stop a train like a car, and it'd be horrible. And there's a lot of the pressure going for all these gates and things and all that. So people don't, you know, we all sit in trains. No one worries about the poor bloke pulling the levers up the front and all the stress and dramas. He's driving this thing, must weigh hundreds of tons, and we should think about things like that a bit. And same as all the skills in some of these blokes on the cranes, tower cranes, driving cranes in the city, and all these other jobs, and everything gets done. But as soon as we want a pay rise, all of a sudden, you know, there's a big uprise, and well, why do you want that? Well, I'll tell you what you should do. You should take some of these wankers into the tower crane on top of a 40-storey building, and just get them to look out the crane, and imagine dropping that hook down in the street and trying to bring a load up safely. And same as crane drivers, and then you go to nurses, and all those people are absolutely high risk jobs all the time, and what they do. And they always argue about paying nurses more money. I can never work that out. I mean, you know, we've all been in the hospital, and they're just unbelievable the way the nurses treat you. And, you know, and when it comes to pay, even the coppers, I mean, not our greatest mates, but, you know, they're entitled to get a good wage and all that. And imagine going around putting up all these drug-crazed idiots coming at you with spitting at you. Oh, mate.
Well, we saw I saw footage of one in Port Melbourne driving around with a car. I don't know what was going on there.
That was me coming home late for another few years.
As someone parked in a spot.
But
But anyway, well, I think you get your gifts out there, well, you know, and everyone's entitled to pay, right? But the things are trying to change. But
But also, just before we go on, the reality of it is, I don't think the RBT you're asking for, it's more conditions they're after, because they're trying to automate their whole. They're trying to. The reality is, they're trying to go autonomous and get rid of all the workers completely. So it's about building that into their agreement, which is scaring them. It's not really about money.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, and then obviously Jeremy Quaid gave an update on where we are with the civil campaign with EBAs and what some of the stuff with the struggles we're having out there, and you know how some of the builders are trying to take us on out there as well, and you know there's a lot of work. We got a lot of members that work in that civil space, and you know they deserve every cent they got, and you know so he gave a report on that. I mean, Parlo gave a report on you know how we have to chase up compliances and you know union tickets and all that
Very
sort of
important. Very, very important.
stuff. So
Like, if you're, this is the other thing, like, I mean, I was always told, look after your own compliances as well. Don't rely on someone else to do it. So do have a look at your compliance, your CBOS ain't going to co-invest. And then, if it isn't up to date, speak to the shoppy. And if your shoppy isn't doing your compliances, ring up the office.
yeah, Frank, settle down, mate. You're banging on.
and obviously, yeah, Lisa gave a report about you know some of the stuff happening, and we got the International Women's Day. Obviously, they've got a Mother's Day raffle, so get in there, buy a ticket for the Mother's Day raffle, $5 a ticket, you know.
Yep.
So
Another thing, because that is the growth in membership. You know, we've talked about we've got 33,000 members and growing. We want that to keep growing, and I think a special shout out to all the organisers because they're doing a great job. We wouldn't have that membership if you know everyone's always down the organisers and getting the shit kicked out and blaming for this and that, but they must be doing a great job. We've got 33,000 members and growing, so it's all about them and the stewards on the job. If you start, you know, we're going to have to get back into that, the stewards, because checking tickets to make sure everyone's financial and all that. It's just ground, you know, just normal stuff. But we sometimes take the eye off the ball.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, but and we've got the turn of the ticket coming up.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you got to get in, get the best ticket in town. You know what I mean? It's more important than ever to be financial, especially what we're going into. You know.
Actually, we should bring someone in from Inklink about with your union ticket. I think we've given a fair plug over the last year. You get free travel insurance. I'm telling you, you've got no idea how much money that saves. You know.
Oh yeah.
If you're going away and all that, that's just one of the sideshows for your union ticket and everything else that comes with ambulance and stuff and all the other stuff. It's. I'll tell you what. It's the best. What is it now? 500 or something bucks. $590 for 6 months, mate.
And it's tax deductible.
Yeah, as well.
I don't understand why people whinge about that. Like, you know, paying the union fees. You know what I mean? You pay your energy bills. They're not tax deductible, but your union fees are the best ticket in town, as Campbell says.
And all the stewards out there, we've got to get your job list back in. So we want a list of all the subbies on your job, so we can check them up, make sure they're EBA'd and you know whatever they're doing right or wrong. So get your job list into the union office. It's payloads onto that. What else we got, boys?
We got a couple of new organisers started.
Yeah, we had Robbie Schmitz, long-term delegate, and he's now going into the safety unit, I believe. And John McCann, also a very well-experienced delegate. He was out on the Westgate, and he has a very extensive background as well in the industry, and he's now come on board as well. So good on to those boys.
And I don't know if we mentioned it, Houston coming on. Like he started
Andy Houston, yeah,
he started just before Christmas.
He's doing a sterling job as well, I'll tell you that.
So and hats off to him.
A sterling job.
Yeah,
Sterling job.
hats off to them lads, and hats off to, because you know I've had some shoppies, young shoppies, put their hand up, the B shoppies and that at the moment. It's not an easy job taking it on at the moment, walking into what we're in at the moment, putting your hand up to be an organiser.
The only easy organiser job's yours.
What was that?
I'm only joking.
No, you're right.
She's got a bit serious then, didn't he? Eh? Oh, well.
Credit to them, I'll stand out this time because I don't know anybody else that could put up with these stories from the gorilla. Tell you what, you're in for some hurt, boys. Invest in good ear defenders.
Just, whatever you do, don't bring up the drafts.
I'll tell you what.
Or the ingrown toenail.
That barmaid's got a claim in for industrial debt. There's a pound and you give her last night, I'll tell you. Anyway, we could go on like that forever, but we're not. But we're going to cut to a nice track. And Campo B, musical director.
Skyhooks. We were talking about it the other day, so Skyhooks.
What do you got? Which one?
wheels coming down. I feel a bit nervous. I feel a bit mad. I feel like a good time that's never been had. I feel a bit fragile. I feel a bit low. Like I live the right life, but I'm on the wrong show. I'm living in the 70s. I feel like I've lost my keys. I got the right day, got the wrong week, and I get paid for just being a freak. I'm living in the 70s. 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 Za, 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 za. Za, za, za. Za, 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 za. Za, za. Well, I feel a little insane. I feel a bit dazed. My legs are shrinking and my roof's been raised. I feel a little mixed up. I feel a little queer. I feel like a raw man that can't drink his beer. I'm living in the 70s. I've just caught another disease. I'm living in the 70s. I'm living in the 70s. I'm living in the 70s. Yeah, I'm living in the 70s. My face gets dirty just to walk in the town. I need another pill to calm me down. I'm living in the 70s. 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 I feel like I suck my keys. I got the right day, but I got the wrong week. I get paid for just being a freak. I'm living in the 70s. I'm living in the 70s. I'm living in the 70s. I'm living in the 70s.
I'm living in the 70s. That wasn't a bad pick, Campo, because I was living in the 70s. Were you?
No, it wasn't. Quite
I
clearly.
was in my dad's bag.
Oh, here we go.
He must have a big one.
Jesus. All right, boys, behave yourselves. You're getting a bit out of control there.
Once again, the tone has been lowered.
Absolutely, love.
Apologies.
All right, let's move on. The sinkhole at the Northeast Link. Talking about
Yeah. The good old Northeast
Sinkhole.
Link, yeah. So obviously they're doing a bit of tunneling down at the Northeast Link at the Spark part. The Spark, which is consortium of WeBuild and CBP and that. And they've been tunneling. Obviously they've had a bit extra spoil come out and it's created a sinkhole. But
would you call it a cave-in or?
definitely call it a cave-in, I'd say. So where the tunnel bore machine has it's hit a pocket, obviously, and it's, I don't know, I think it was 900 cubes or something they normally push out, but there was an extra 700 on top of that, and no one picked it up.
Yeah, it was the management was over excavating an area,
Yeah.
and it's all sort of
Yeah.
led into one thing.
So, and the boys that were on night shift were actually coming past, and then they just seen this hole just develop out of nowhere. So obviously, credit to the shop stewards and the delegates out there. They've straight on it. They've set up a perimeter because management's idea was just to park up a concrete truck and start backfilling it with concrete straight off the bat. So obviously, I think they've come to a halt. Obviously, smart cooler heads have prevailed and they're doing their due diligence on it. But yeah, I think
that's probably something they'll blame us for.
Yeah,
You know,
no, they'll
another
blame
delay.
it. How dare you stop the machine? We want people to work unsafe, you know. So obviously they're having to rethink their procedures and all that there, and I think we're assisting them down there with it, you know. I know
Safety, we're always there.
I know the AW aren't helping them. That's all I know.
So who's the? It's not John Hollands, is it? It's
No.
It's a
consortium. Spark
yeah.
consortium.
So
Yeah.
on them big infrastructure jobs, like one builder can't do the whole lot, so they have like
a
joint-
consortium.
Consortium, exactly.
I think
Well,
CBP do a lot more of the tunneling and stuff, work across the world.
Yeah,
you know?
a special cheerio to John Hollands because apparently they're not too happy with us mentioning him last week on the Concrete Gang. So we
Bit of
promise we
whinging.
will never mention John Hollands again. We don't
Can't build.
We don't want to upset him. Yeah. Anyway, so that's a special mention of John Hollands just
Well,
because they don't like it.
They're welcome to get their own radio show and bag us on
That's
it.
what
if they want.
That's exactly what I said. If you don't like it, buy your own radio show. Anyway, you can't buy talent like us. Oh, please.
Oh, that's a good joke.
It's not even free.
I think I just heard all the viewers, the listeners turning off. Crane accident, bit of a accident, multiplex in Franklin Street.
Yeah, I had a bit of an issue there. The crane crew discovered there was a bit of an issue on with the cords on the boom, on the butt of the boom. So
Well
that's
picked up.
Yeah, no, it was a really good spot. So credit to the shop steward down there, Jeremy and Tommy went in. They stopped it, followed all the protocols, pulled everyone.
They did a good job.
Pulled everyone out of the job and went and got the proper people to inspect it. And
And I like the way that they've done it. They just pull the whole jib out. Let's start
Yeah,
it,
let's
start it from fresh and all that. No trying to cut corners or fix it up in the air like some have done in the past. So fair play to them.
Credit to the management as well, because they came to the party and everything as well. Anything that needed to be done was done right. There was no corners cut. So they had a locking procedure for the night so it could be locked off. If it couldn't be locked off, they were more than happy to have another shift go in there and demand it if need be. Next day, got straight into it. Deraved, pulled the jib out, replaced the section, inspected all the other components on the boom, inspected the A-frame and all that there, and then reinstalled it, and I think it's getting green stickered again, and then she should be good to go again. But
Yeah, well done.
Well done for picking that one up, boys.
I'll give a quick report. I was down in Tassie during the week, going down, saw in Devonport where they're building a new pier for the, what do you call it, Tassie Princess or
Spirit of Tassie.
Spirit of Tassie. Because apparently they ordered 2 new ships 5 years ago, and worked out during the 5 years that they won't fit on the pier.
Yeah, I seen him. I seen him when I was in Glasgow. They've been sitting in Glasgow on the docks doing nothing.
So then they've had to lease them out because they were sitting there doing jack shit, and now they're building a bigger pier. So that wouldn't surprise you with governments. You know, but taxpayers' money. They've had a few troubles down in Tassie. They've got a ship there that they can't get under the bridge. And
Have they got a footy oval yet? Where's that at?
No, that's still a debate down there. It's very touchy. 1, 2, no. I think our man down there, Richie's been talking to the government. Was going to talk to the government about that. So I don't. It's everything's a very, very slow process in Tasmania. Would
It
that
looks
be
like
fair?
they're doing the horse before the cart as per usual.
Yeah. All right, Queensland. We're going all over the place. Queensland, the administration. What happened up there, Campo? You're the specialist Queensland
Well,
mate.
they were going to get another bloke, and apparently they had one bloke quit, and then they were going to get another bloke, and he's quit as well. So,
No surprise.
and they had a rally up there because they're getting a bit of attack by the Liberal Party up there and the Labor Party federally. So they had a rally because one of the things the Libs up there are doing at the moment is they're trying to take away their right of entry under safety, so they can't enter the jobs under safety. So you'd have to give 24 hours notice to enter the job, even if you got a safety issue or whatever. So they're having a bit of a campaign on that, and obviously they took away what's called BPICs, it's like a industry agreement with the government, so everyone gets paid EBA rates. So the Libs took that away as well.
The strategy is clearly keep the unions off the job and just
Do whatever they want.
Run riot.
Do what they
I
want.
was talking to one of the he's the leader of the branch up in Queensland, Paris Andreski, but he said about one of the members passed away, CFMEU members passed away on January 22nd, Ben Elmer. He passed away on the site. They were went there the next day. The boys were working in the heat, 37 degrees, no running water. When they went down there, they got their 117s to try and get on the job, and they wouldn't let them on. Told them basically, we're not letting you on, we don't care. WorkSafe turned up, didn't help them at all. So what chance have the workers got there when the Liberal government are enforcing bad
Oh,
laws?
100%.
Not good. All right, we're going to move to scallywags. We're running out of time. So we've got Spark.
Oh, yeah.
The sinkhole.
The stinkhole. Yeah, well, they're obviously, they're in the gun for poor work practices. They didn't want to go through the right channels of correcting this problem that they have out there. They want to just cover it up. And obviously we're holding them to account on it, yeah.
Cover it up's the right way. S.J. Higgins, the builder.
Yeah, he's been running right. He needs to be checked. He's an EBA builder and seems to doesn't want to follow the EBA, so yeah. Or the whole H&S Act, he doesn't want to follow any of those safety guidelines, so yeah.
Any special mentions?
Oh, too many.
Oh, okay.
Too many to mention, yeah.
Suki Lalas. Well, we've got John Hollands in there, wouldn't you?
Oh, John Holland's
You're
having a
joking
winch.
me. You're joking me.
Nah, well, we're not supposed to mention because they don't like being mentioned, so we're just going to say John Hollands, Suki Lalas.
Yep.
Just,
Sorry,
you know,
John Holland.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's
unfortunate.
another bloke in our office who was having a sook, wasn't there?
There's many of them.
Isn't there?
You need to narrow that down.
Was it?
Especially
You
Cheerio, the
didn't-
team out of the
Didn't
Chelsea.
give you the keys.
Oh, don't start that.
Oh, don't start that. Jesus. You're really going down. You're going down that sinkhole. All right, we got anything else to mention? What's coming up? Turn of the ticket.
Turn of the ticket, that's a big one. I do want to mention, I went to the football last Sunday at Whitten Oval, Essendon play the Bulldogs, which Essendon won, but that ground, and because they've just done it up, and the boys, our members that built that, they come up schmickers. It was good, so,
It's about the only good thing about the doggies, eh?
yeah, pretty much.
We won a practice match. They had half a team in.
So
tell them that.
I had to upgrade our
They
membership.
haven't turned up yet.
Grill, I've got to upgrade our membership. The way the boys played, finals,
Oh,
we're a
we
shoe-in. We're a shoe-in, mate.
We'll go a bit harder, you reckon?
We'll up it at next level.
All right, that's about it for another Concrete Gang. So thank you for listening again to the world-renowned longest-running radio show and highest award-winning radio show. And we're going to go out in the same old way, dare to struggle.
Dare to win.
If you don't fight,
You lose.
It's good morning from the Concrete Gang. And Campo, what do we got?
Going out with the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Beautiful.
Can't stop, addicted to the shindig. Chop top, it says I'm gonna win big. Choose not a life of imitation. Distant closer to the reservation. Deep pump the pistol that you pay for. This pump the feeling that you stay for. In time, I want to be your best friend. Eastside love is living on the west end. Not far from all you better come to. Don't die, you know the truth is some do. Go write your message on the pavement. Felt so bad, I wonder what the wave meant. White heat is screaming in the jungle. Complete the motion if you stumble. Go ask the dust for any answers. Come back strong with 50 million answers. The world I love, the tears I've dropped to be part of the wave. Can't stop. Ever wonder if it's all for you? The world I love, the trains I hop to be part of the wave. Can't stop. Come and tell me when it's time to. Sweetheart is bleeding in the snow cone. So smart, she's leading me to ozone. Music, the great communicator. Use two sticks to make it in the nature. I'll get you into penetration. The gender of a generation. The birth of every other nation. Look your way to go to meditation. This chapter's gonna be a close one. Smoke rings, I know you're gonna blow one. All on a spaceship persevering. Use my hands for everything when steering. Can't stop the spirits when they need you. Mob tops are happy when they feed you. J butterflies in the treetop. Words that blow the meaning in the leaf. My world I love, the tears I drop to be part of the wave. Can't stop. Ever wonder if it's all for you? The world I love, the trains I hop to be part of the wave. Can't stop. Come and tell me when it's time to. Wait a minute, I'm passing out, win or lose, just like you. Far more shocking than anything I ever knew. How about you? 10 more reasons why I need somebody new, just like you.
Can't stop, addicted to the shindig. Chop top, he says I'm gonna win big. Choose not a life of imitation. Distant person to the reservation. Default the pistol that you pay for. Just pump the feeling that you stay for. In time I want to be your best friend. Eastside love is living on the west end. Knocked out before you better come to. Don't die, you know the truth is some do. Don't write your message on the pavement. Burn so bright, I wonder what the wave meant. Kickstart the golden generate hub. Sweet talk but don't intimidate hub. Can't stop the gods from engineering. Feel no need for any interfering. Your image in the dictionary. This life is more than ordinary. Can I get you maybe even 3 of these? Coming from a space to teach you of the Pleiades. Can't stop the spirits when they need you. This life is more than just a read through.
You've been listening to a 3CR podcast produced in the studios of independent community radio station 3CR in Melbourne, Australia. For more information, go to allthews.3cr.org.au. You've been listening to a 3CR podcast produced in the studios of independent community radio station 3CR in Melbourne, Australia. For more information, go to allthews.3cr.org.au.